Living in Boulder vlog for the set. I think it's the 11th of December 2021 at 11:21 in the morning. So I didn't get a single second of sleep last night. That's kind of regular. That's normal for me when I'm trying to get in shape for less than a month. I've never tried it for more than a month, so I don't know. And I never have done it where, and this is in the last 20 years, whatever. I've never done it, or since I've lived in Boulder in 13, I've never done it more than a month, but I've never done it where I could sleep. I've never slept. So, and I'm the type, currently, because I'm out of shape, I'm the kind of endurance athlete who wants to only do it during the day. So if you can't sleep at night and you can only do it during the day, then what does that mean? I don't know. Because I don't know if I even got any, I don't know when the last time I actually slept was. I don't think I've slept for a week. I just kind of lay there and then I get up. And there's no sleeping during the day, and if there's none at night, then I'm literally not sleeping. But I must have gotten some sleep night before last, but I didn't get any last night. And it takes forever for the sun to come up. So I was just laying there, on my belly, and I wasn't comfortable, by the way. Yesterday was my day 6. And I'm normally comfortable because I was on weed, probably the weed. That's probably what it is. Because last night I didn't have any weed. So all I was feeling was the cook. And I felt more cooked yesterday than any of the other days. I was double cooked. So maybe that's because it was day 6, dealing with sore muscles from the preceding 5 days makes day 6 a little bit more taxing on the physical corpus than day 5. It's called physics. So I was just laying there, and then I was okay, well, I'm laying a lot. And I did hear my roommate walk out, so I was what is that, morning? So I looked at my clock, and it said 7 or something. It was 7, yeah. So I'm holy shit, 7. Because I'm not supposed to get up at 7. From now on, I'm going to set my alarm clock for 6, because I like squares and circles. I'm a Roman, by the way. I don't know if you knew this. I'm a Roman. I'm not a Roman imperialist. I'm a Roman Republican. I'm a Roman senator of the patrician class. And Romans love circles and squares because it's just simple geometry. That's what Rome's all about, simple-ass geometry. And so because I like circles and squares, at the top of the circle, it's 12. Over here on the side of the circle, you have 3 o'clock. Bottom, it's 6, and over here, it's 9. And so I need to be geometric. I need to be at the bottom center of the square. The bottom of the circle is where I'm going to set my alarm clock. So that's what I'll do tomorrow. In fact, I'll do it right after I do this video. The best example of the circles and squares of the Romans is the floor of the Pantheon. But everything used to be like that. They probably even designed their freaking clothing like that. Anyway, circles inside of squares. So anyway, so I get up and I'm oh, it's late. So, but I'm you know what? I'm cooked today. Let's make today not just about writing. Let's kind of get caught up on life. So I went out into the kitchen and, I had myself a breakfast. I had, but not that much. Like, I stuffed myself as hard as I could, and I could still only eat a little bit. My appetite is just tiny. I think I had like a bowl of tomato soup. I had a glass of protein powder drink. And then I tried to eat a potato. French fries made from one potato. And I could only get like halfway through the potato. Force feeding myself. So I've got half of a potato in my refrigerator right now. So, because I just couldn't, I didn't have any appetite. And I pretty much didn't even eat anything yesterday. Actually, I did. I had a big old breakfast, and then I had two sandwiches. At the sandwich dough. Damn, I kind of spent some money yesterday. My mom encouraged me. Anyway, I got to be careful. My mom's always encouraging me to blow too much money on food because she doesn't understand how much money I spend on my bicycle stuff. So yeah. Yesterday, I just got up and I went on 4 rides. I went on one in the morning, came back. Was yesterday the first day that I didn't do any smoking weed? I think it was. And I don't plan on buying any more weed, Obviously I will, but maybe like in a month or 2 months, I'll feel like bored or whatever or something, and I'll be like, I want to smoke a goddamn joint, bitch. So I'll go in there. They sell joints for $2 across the goddamn street, 1 block from here. On Sundays, they sell them for $2, and they're fucking spliffs with nice-ass weed. That's less than an energy drink, so. And it'll get you fucked up if you don't have a tolerance for weed. You'll get rocked on $2. So, but yeah, I don't plan on buying any more weed. And if I do buy weed, it'll just be like a joint. It'll just be like a joint. I bought a big old amount of weed, which I just ran out of a couple days ago because I just gave up on trying to be healthy. I was just like, just got desperate with Rome. And I was like, fuck it, dude. If I'm going to do this, I got to smoke reefer. And then that turned into, I quit. I can't do it. So, no, that turned into reduce the hours down to 2 hours a day, between 2 and 3. So, yesterday, actually, I called my mom, and I wanted to get a number from her. Because, just to get a gauge, I guess, of what's socially acceptable, I guess. I'll enlisted my mother as the socially acceptable judge. And I was kind of hoping that she would say 2 to 3 hours, and that's what she said. She's like, 2 to 3 hours. I'm like, all right then. So I'm like a legit person, and I only have to work 2 hours a day. Okay, I'll take it. Right? Because, like, who should you give a fuck thinks about you other than your own mother, Like, she'll be 80 this month, a couple of weeks. She'll be 80 years old. And so she probably only has like another, if you think about it statistically, another 5 or 10 years to live. Say 10 years to live. Or at least 10 years of actual being able to drive her car around, be a normal human being, go on walks and stuff. So it's like, and I'm 47. So it's like, fuck it, let's just, and this is like the twilight of my physical fitness capabilities. So it's like, well, this is the perfect time then. Do the 2 hours a day working and spend the rest of your life just trying to become a 20-year-old again. And guess what? That's what my mama wants. So it's a win-win-win all the way around. Only interact with my rules of life. And they've changed. But 47-year-old Kyle is a lot smarter than 17-year-old Kyle, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm not a better person, but I'm smarter, more strategic. Don't waste your time with people who don't fucking think that you're the awesome. Because life's too goddamn short, dude. Only interact with people who think you're on the right path and think you're awesome. And so if you have one person who's like that, then you've won. So luckily, I finally programmed my mom to fill up those category. She's happy with me working 2 hours a day. Bang! So I win. Now, but then the other part is, what am I happy with? And I would never ask my mom for advice on training, because her automatic is just do less, which is stupid. Like she thinks I'll die of a heart attack at the age of 20 if I go on a run. I went on a big run just because I wanted to when I was 20, and she was like, "Oh no, you shouldn't have done it. You were almost died of a heart." I'm like, "Oh my God, you stupid woman." So, anyways, but as far as the other stuff, and so as far as I work, I'll trust her on that. But apart from that, myself. That's why I said I hope she said 2 to 3 hours, because myself, I'm like, you know what, I'm good. 2 hours a day. I think I could get enough done with my website, like get my website to a whole nother level of development just in 2 hours. From my viewpoint, because my website's so big. So yesterday, I was waiting for my mom. She said, because I called her to see if she wanted help cleaning her car, because I was done with my ride, and I could tell I didn't want to do any more riding, because my ass was like way too sore, and now I've got like scabs on my ass, which is good. I'm building calluses on my ass. But I probably couldn't ride more than 4 hours today because of my butt and my legs. But so yeah, I did my 4 hours. All I did was 4 hours yesterday, 72.72 miles. And I did more miles per hour than I did previously, and I had a lot more watts. On one of the rides, I averaged 145 watts for the hour, which is like 45% more than what I was doing just a few days ago. I was doing like 100 watts. So if I were to go on a ride right now, I'd probably be stronger than like a week ago. I'd probably average like 120, 130 watts. Which compared to like me, of like 20-year-old me, is like nothing. I'm like weak boy, but I don't care, because you get stronger. So anyway, so yeah, she was supposed to come here in 15 minutes, but she took her 45 minutes because I guess she had to suddenly deal with paying her house taxes or something. Get that out of the way. And so for the first like 15 minutes, I was just fucking around, like looking at and then I was like, oh my God, what am I doing? This bitch isn't going to show up. So I just started working on my website. And I actually got a lot done. I was working on Google Earthing the Baz of Agrippa, organizing the columns and column bases, and I was getting stuff done, and then she called, so I was like, cool. So yesterday was the first day that I actually was working on my website since I got started. So, yeah, and then I laid down and I was up all night. So anyways, I was up all night, and then I get up this morning, and after having breakfast, I decided to finally clean my room. Like, I hadn't cleaned my room. I hadn't vacuumed my room since I put that rug on. And so I put the rug up on the floor, and I spent like a couple hours or something. I finished my Raw Law of One book, and I was listening to a bunch of SciShow episodes, and I had these little zip ties that I bought a couple of months ago, and I was just sticking them on my rug so that the rug doesn't slip out and go around. So I put the rug so it goes out, and I picked up my room for the first time, and vacuumed my room for the first time that I put these in here. And so yeah, I was like, and then I called my mom, because even though it was snowing this morning, it's sunny now, and I was like, I figured I'd just call her, because that's my habit. I call my mom every day to see if she wants to go on a walk or something. And she said yes. So, yeah, she's going to pick me up at noon, I guess. And we're going to drive down. We're going to go down to the mall, and we're going to walk up and down the mall. And I could use that kind of exercise, too. Just walking. And when we come home, I'm going to stuff my face as much as I can. Oh, man. I need to go and pick something up. I just remembered in the mail, my protein powder and MSM came in the mail. I need to pick that up. But then today, I think hopefully my goos and electrolytes come in the mail. That's another reason I only rode 4 hours yesterday. It's because I didn't have any goo. I basically bonked, and I was like starving to death by the time she came. That's why I had 2 sandwiches, but my stomach was still tiny, so it took me forever to finish them. So, but yeah, once I get the goos, I'm back in business. So yeah, I'm on a regular delivery of goo and electrolyte packets and protein drink from Amazon. So now I have 3 things I get regularly. Actually 4, MSM, but I'm going to cancel that. So that's what I'm up to. Yeah, so after this video, tomorrow, hopefully I'll say that I did some good writing and stuff, and I'll do stretching. And then, yeah, now I'm going to go do the things before my mom comes. For me, it's just about, you know, I need a balance, so it's just about not getting desperate and thinking that my website needs work, you know, so I can focus on doing what I would naturally do anyway, which is try to get back in shape. But, you know, I'm kind of cooked today, so if I, like, didn't do anything today, my body would still be, like, thinking it's getting back in shape, you know. My legs are sore and stuff. So anyways, that's enough talking. Talk to you tomorrow.